Why your brain loves comfortable lies. What if some of the things you believe most strongly aren't true? Not because you're stupid, not because someone lied to you, but because your brain has a reason to believe them. Think about the last time you were completely convinced you were right. Then someone showed you evidence that proved you wrong. Did you immediately change your mind? Probably not. You probably looked for an explanation. Maybe the evidence was incomplete. Maybe they misunderstood. Maybe there was another reason. That's not necessarily a failure of intelligence. It's human psychology. Because your brain doesn't just search for information. It searches for information that makes your existing story feel safe. Chapter 1. Your brain wants certainty. Imagine waking up tomorrow and discovering that something you've believed for 10 years is completely wrong. A belief about yourself, your career, a relationship, or even the way you see the world. Your first reaction probably wouldn't be curiosity. It would be resistance. Why? Because certainty feels safe. Explain that the brain constantly tries to reduce uncertainty. When information threatens an existing belief, we don't always evaluate it objectively. We often try to protect the existing belief first. Key line. The human brain often prefers a comfortable explanation over an uncomfortable truth. Chapter 2. Confirmation bias. Imagine you believe your manager doesn't like you. Suddenly, every small behavior becomes evidence. They respond to someone else first. See, they don't respect me. They give you short feedback. They obviously have a problem with me. But then they compliment your work. Somehow, that evidence becomes less important. This is confirmation bias. We naturally notice, interpret, and remember information that supports what we already believe, and ignore or minimize information that challenges it. Chapter 3. When your ego gets involved. The problem becomes even stronger when a belief is connected to your identity. If you simply believe an idea is wrong, changing your mind is uncomfortable. But if believing that idea is part of who you are, changing your mind can feel like losing a piece of yourself. This is why intelligent people can defend bad ideas. Not because they lack intelligence. Sometimes because they're using their intelligence to defend what they already want to believe. Key line. Intelligence can help you discover the truth, or become better at defending a comfortable illusion. Chapter 4. Motivated reasoning. Imagine two people looking at the exact same piece of evidence. One sees proof. The other sees a problem with the study. One sees an opportunity. The other sees a threat. Same information, different motivation. This is where motivated reasoning enters. We don't always ask, what is true? Sometimes we unconsciously ask, what explanation allows me to keep believing what I already believe? That's a much easier question, and a much more dangerous one. Chapter 5. The stories we tell ourselves. Some of the most powerful, comfortable lies aren't about the outside world. They're about ourselves. Examples. I work better under pressure. I don't need help. I'm just not a confident person. I'll start when I have more time. People like me don't get opportunities. These statements can feel like facts, but sometimes they're simply stories we've repeated so often that they became part of our identity. Key line. A belief repeated often enough can start to feel like evidence. Chapter 6. How to think more honestly. Now give viewers practical tools. 1. Ask, what evidence would prove me wrong? If the answer is nothing, you aren't testing a belief. You're protecting it. 2. Separate identity from opinion. Instead of, I'm a person who always, try, I currently believe. That small change creates psychological distance. 3. Look for disconfirming evidence. Don't only search for information that agrees with you. Actively search for the strongest argument against your position. 4. Change your mind without feeling ashamed. Being wrong isn't a character flaw. It's information. Key line. The goal isn't to never be wrong. The goal is to become better at noticing when you are. Final chapter. Truth over comfort. The strongest thinkers aren't people who are certain about everything. They're people who are comfortable questioning themselves. They can say, I don't know. I might be wrong. Show me the evidence. And sometimes, I changed my mind. Because intellectual strength isn't the ability to defend every belief you have. It's the ability to let go of a belief when reality gives you a reason to. Your brain will always look for comfortable stories. That's part of being human. But you don't have to believe every story it tells you. The next time you feel completely certain about something, ask yourself one question. Am I looking for the truth or just looking for evidence that I'm right? That question might change the way you think. Subscribe to The Human Edge for more psychology, communication, and human skills that help you think better and live better. Build the skills that set you apart.